So those two people, they come together. So when I say I'm looking for a joint venture partner, I'm looking for an investor that can give me some access to some capital to do deals. So essentially what it is, it's just a partner that you can, partner up with to do real estate deals together. Usually there's an active partner, the guy that would be doing the flip, and then there's the money partner or the passive partner, and they're putting in money. So those two people, they come together. So when I say I'm looking for a joint venture partner, I'm looking for an investor that can give me some access to some capital to do deals. So what ended up happening, so I put an ad out on this online classified for Rain looking for joint venture partners. And then like 2 or 3 months later, somebody reached out to me that was asking me a whole bunch of questions about my business model. He's one of my bigger investors right now. And what he did, so he asked,
working with them?
I am, yeah. So he asked me a bunch of questions. We ended up having a meeting and I did the capital raising meeting. This guy ended up being a very large developer. He lives in Vancouver. So he's taking part in over 1,000 units. And he was like a kind of a big fish investor that Stefan talks about in some of his books, landing a big fish investor. This was very early on.
And you bought this just off of hope.
Yeah, but there was more to it than that. But like, it's also kind of a sale. Like learning sales is a huge thing, but so this was off a post initially. But what ended up happening, so we had a very good meeting. He loved the model. I did a very good job. Like I didn't have experience yet, but I was following the steps that I learned in some of these programs and just had the binder and showing him things. The next day he called me with about 50 questions and he just machine gunned a bunch of questions off. So I'm like kind of buying questions. I'm like, this guy sounds like he's for real. He actually might want to be investing with me. Like, oh my God, I haven't done deals yet. The other thing that he did is he Googled me, like we were mentioning earlier, Googled me, didn't have much at the time. He also checked me out with my lawyer. We happen to have the same lawyer.
Oh.
Instant rapport. We had the same lawyer. I think that was probably the little thing that tipped the scale in my favor, because this lawyer is a really, really well-respected lawyer in the area, and a lot of bigger investors use this lawyer. So just to circle back around to the power team, having him in my power team really opened up the door for like a fairly large investor to come in, because now we were sort of on the same level, even though, an even playing field.